Welcome to another episode of Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by Iron Mag Labs. Make your mark. I'm your host, Dave Palumbo, and I'm here to bring you all the latest news in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. It's Monday, March 16th, 2015, and let's get to it. The bodybuilding world converged on the land down under this past weekend for the first rendition of the Arnold Classic Australia. And once again, it was all smiles for a very impressive-looking Dexter Jackson, who did just enough to notch yet another impressive win. In the Pro Figure division, Kamala Rodriguez joined Dexter Jackson as a repeat Arnold champion by cruising to the victory. And in what certainly had to be considered the biggest shock of the weekend, Janet Legg jumped 2 spots from last weekend to upset Miss Olympia Ashley Kaltwasser in the Pro Bikini division. A move certainly that has to be considered an upset given the fact that Kaltwasser has been unbeatable for the last 2 years. In case you missed it, be sure to check out the full contest photo gallery exclusively at rxmuscle.com. It looks like the Rodin family is going to be getting just a little bit bigger. Over the weekend, Sean announced that he's a few months away from becoming a proud papa. According to early reports, the baby is set to be due in mid-July, which would be just in time to add a little bit of extra incentive for a strong Olympia push and give Team Flexatron a shot to add a few new titles to his resume. Dad and maybe Mr. Olympia? Popeye once famously said, "I stands all I can stand, and I can't stands no more." And apparently that's because Popeye must have just got done training legs with Texas powerhouse Kevin O'Furum. This past weekend, a new video surfaced of O'Furum in the gym hammering out a set of heavy squats as he tries to get his legs ready to do battle against the rest of the IFBB Pro 212 division later this year. Last season, we only saw O'Furum take the stage once in front of a hometown crowd at the Dallas Europa Pro, where he finished 8th. But if he's continued to build on what we saw last season and added some quality size, he stands a very good chance to break into the top 5 and shake things up in the super competitive 212 division. They say that as we age, father time takes its toll, and we all slow down a step or two. But apparently no one told Rich Gaspari that. This past weekend, Gaspari released a video showcasing his trademark homicidal intensity and showing that although he may be retired, he ain't quite done yet. In the video, we see Gaspari training in the Dragon Den, absolutely obliterating 315 on the squat as he hammers out 25 piston-like reps. And despite the fact that he'll be turning 52 later this year, Gaspari still looks like he has plenty of tread still left on those tires. They say that a picture is worth 1,000 words, but in the case of Sean the Giant Killer Clarita, it seems like 2 will be just fine. Freaking ridiculous. In just about 8 weeks, the Giant Killer is set to stalk the stage in New York City once again when he does battle against some of the best in the 212 division at the IFBB New York Pro. Over the last few off-seasons, Clarita has packed on slabs of new muscle, and this past year was no exception. But whether or not he has enough to overtake some of the mini monsters of the 212 division remains to be seen. Stay tuned. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by Iron Mag Labs. Make your mark. Check out ironmaglabs.com today. I'm your host, Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.